I am the voice of earth. Hear me, and feel me in the ground beneath your feet, in the rocks that form the earth. I am a living being who brings life to, and breathes through, everything that your senses observe here on earth. What you call the earth is a living whole surrounded by my energy from rock to plant to animal. I am the connecting factor of life on earth. I flow through everything, therefore also through your body that is a part of the earth. You are able to admire nature, see her beauty, experience her balance, rhythm, and harmony, but you see her as something outside you, as something of a numinous beauty that eludes you. As a human, you feel separated from nature, and many of you have a nostalgia for her and want to be taken up into her wholeness. Feel now that your body is a part of nature, just as animated by my energy as are all the other living creatures on earth. Feel me, the earth, in you, feel me in all your body cells. Become very aware of your body, your head and neck, your chest and abdomen, your arms and legs. Feel how you are part of the material world and that the material part of you, your body, is enlivened from within by a nature that is very much alive. You sometimes touch a tree and feel the inner life of that tree as a primal force. Do this now with yourself. Feel the primal power in you as a physical being, as part of the earth. Imagine that you are a tree, ancient, deeply rooted in the earth with your branches swaying in the wind. You stand there very quietly, yet at the same time you are full of life. So much is happening in that tree, you take nutrients from the soil, and a lifeblood flows through you to the tips of your branches. The tree also has an inner sense of the rhythm of nature, it moves with the seasons. Feel this now deeply within your being, this conscious life that is also present in you. I am referring here to a level of consciousness that is far below the thinking process, deeply hidden away from your thinking. This is your essential level, and on this level of being you do not think and you are not emotional, you simply are. But this state of being is not empty, on the contrary, it is full of life. Connect with this level that is without thought and emotion, yet is full of life. To connect with this level within yourself gives you power, gives you strength. If you let your awareness sink totally into this level, this stream, then you feel deeply into the essence of joy, the joy of life itself. Try to feel this level in your body, the eternity of yourself. Thoughts come and go, emotions come and go, but who you are remains. Very dramatic emotions and moods, even though they are quite valuable expressions of life, drain away. There is something in you that embraces everything. That something applies to each one of you and is the following: if you have an authentic desire or longing, then you feel joy bubbling up in your body. Something that comes from your heart is accompanied by a feeling of joy. Even if it seems impossible and unrealistic, thinking about and feeling that desire, that dream, elevates you. It lifts you above the heaviness, the emotional gravity that prevails on earth, and for a while you feel removed from all concerns and restrictive thinking. In that pure state of being, in which you experience a desire or cherish an inspiration and before you even think or worry about it you are close to your true essence. That eternal part of you wants to participate in life, wants to observe and experience, and is full of optimism and hope. However, you also have to cope with a much heavier flow in your life, one that is full of fears and limiting beliefs which you have taken on from your parents, your upbringing, the society around you. That stream is of an entirely different kind than the stream that belongs to you and is essentially who you are. It is difficult for many of you to bring these two streams together into harmony, which often causes you to lose contact with your original desire or dream. The joy then seems not able to find a way into your daily life, it seems to bump into restricting walls in you or in the world, and that gives you grief and makes you desperate. Because where are you without your dreams and desires? It is not good to merely adjust to the human world with its oppressive and restrictive laws and rules. Doing that stifles you and does not do justice to the new that you came here to share, namely the renewal that is in you and the contribution that you will make to the whole. How can you recover that original joy? Often, when you are faced with a problem in your life, the issue becomes surrounded by a habitual, repetitive pattern of thought and emotion. The deeper the problem and the more intense the experience, the stronger you are caught in a vortex of thoughts and emotion. Then you frantically begin to search for a solution to the problem, for liberation from it, but, actually, you are just getting stuck in it. From one point of view, it may seem fruitful to be intensely involved in a problem by deeply submerging yourself in it. You believe that if you wrestle with a problem long enough, you will eventually force a solution from it. But your thoughts continue spinning and your emotions continue turning, and because they keep circling, round and round, at some point they go out of your control, and this makes you suffer. See this pattern in yourself and how unproductive it is. Instead, distance yourself from the problem, which is the opposite of what you have been doing. And you do not distance yourself from a problem by ignoring it, but instead by perceiving the problem from your essence, from the tree in yourself, from that root level of your being. From that very quiet living level in yourself, it is possible to look at the problem differently. You are then less caught up in the problem, which happens when you are in the turbulence of thoughts and emotions. This essential level of your being is naturally spacious and open. It provides distance from the problem and yet completely respects your feelings and thoughts. In fact, it is the presence of love that brings the solution. Feel the presence of love that is so close to you and is available from the living nature of your body. Look again at a problem that you have been experiencing for quite some time, an emotional problem or whatever it may be. Think of it as a whirlpool of grey murky energy that forever keeps spinning around a center point, and realize that you are not that center point, but the space around the whirlpool. Observe the pain in yourself from that space, which is your essence. See the pain in the circling thoughts, the intense emotions, the seeking and suffering. All you have to do while you observe it, is to quietly breathe. And with your mind, you can say to yourself, my usual approach will not solve my problems. Let your mind help by just thinking that thought. By making regular contact with the essence of yourself, you breathe fresh air into that turmoil of thoughts and feelings. It is as if you are blowing apart that grey murky cloud, little by little, so small patches of blue sky begin to shine through. That approach to solving problems brings original, creative thoughts to you, and suddenly you experience joy in a spontaneous moment. Unexpectedly, you see a solution, and you experience that not by thinking, but by observing from your essence. Give yourself permission to find joy in your life. Whatever you are obsessing about, or is making you exasperated, find moments of rest and relaxation away from that fixation. Joy can flow only when you are relaxed, when you let go of the musts, of being busy, and you simply do what you feel like doing. And it may be something small, something that breaks through the routine, something totally aimed at your own liking. Find openings in that grey murky layer inside yourself. Find moments in which you let go of the pull of the mind and the emotions, and come back into your essence. Doing that is refreshing and renewing, and builds a bridge between the world of your soul, your essence who you are and the world with its thinking and emotions. The art of living consists of moving back and forth between those two extremes. If you allow yourself to always return to your essence, to the root source of your life, you will be nourished by life, nature, and by me, the earth. You will no longer see me as separate from you. Nature then is no longer distinct from you, you are one with it. Let yourself be nourished from within by the forces of the earth and nature. Thanks for your presence. I am deeply connected with you all.